So to put it together, we have love, transformation, and results. The transformation is the work you do to change yourself, and it needs a space of okayness. And the most important one, by the way, is self-love. The sense that you, some people call it self-esteem or self-value or self-worth, but it's a sense that you are in good terms with yourself to the best of your ability. And the more you can, by the way, here's a little, I can give you the answer to money problems. It's a very simple answer. The answer to money problems is to raise your self-value, to raise your self-worth, to raise your self-love, so that you see yourself as somebody who is worthwhile and more valuable, and therefore the mere reflection of life will just show you that. Whether they give it to you, whether you receive it in opportunities or actual material things. So, and that has a lot to do with of feeling bad. You know, if you feel bad long enough and often enough and miserably deeply enough, you start to think you are bad. You start to think you really, ooh. You know, how many people had some nasty voices telling you about how shitty you are and how, you know, worthless you are? Now, if you have that kind of thing, suppresses the self-value, the self-worth, and the self-love because you feel bad. Well, now here, we're going to have this massive opportunity to feel good, to clear out bad feelings and bring forth good feelings. And as you feel good, your self-value, you know, oh, hey, I feel pretty good. Well, then it means it reverses the process. If I'm feeling good and it's a real strong feeling, then I must be good. And then good things can happen. So that's, you know, the little one-liner in that piece. So this is the idea of love, transformation, and results. You change yourself in a space of okayness, and life is different. Okay, so now we start to, I'll give you a little outline of, and we can get to work. Basically, the beginning piece here is what we call an intention dialogue, where there's basically 3 questions. The first question is, what do you want? What's your intention? What are you working on? The second question is, what's present about what you want? You know, voices, pictures, body sensations, emotions, so on and so forth. And the third question is, do you feel more joy and power about that intention, or less joy and power about that intention, or the same? So we start the dialogue and we start looping through these questions. And you start to see that the process is very, very simple. It's simple, not necessarily easy. And we get a little practice in being clear about what you want, being able to authentically express what's present, and go, well, how do I feel? Do I feel ready to take on the world and make my intention happen, or not quite? And we'll just keep looping around. Question number 1, question number 2, question number 3. Okay, so that's that's sort of the outline. If anybody want to ask anything or say anything? If not, then we'll get to work. So who would like to start? Stating an intention, sharing. The work begins around now.